Hey guys, I'm Will from Tested.
I'm Norm from Tested.
Norm, I have an iPad in my hand, which means
It's time for Apps of the Week.
apps.
Please be
apps
good.
of the week. This is Physmo's most speed run.
What?
It's just it's a
Speed run.
platformer. It's a platform game.
What is most speed run?
I think it's some sort of slang from
All right.
places and things. This game kind of reminds me of Meat Boy. It has ghosts.
Super Meat Boy.
Super
even.
Meat Boy, yes. Basically, you run through levels of varying difficulties. If you touch anything that's bad, it kills you.
Yeah, so you can't.
Oh my God!
26 years of platform gaming has taught me that I must jump on the heads of my enemies.
That is ineffective.
Apparently, zombies
Oh my
have
God.
spiky heads. Do not touch them.
Watch out for the bees!
Oh, the
There are
deadly,
bees.
deadly bees. Sorta, you're this little girl.
I think
You're-
I'm a ladybug.
Oh, I thought that was a really ugly dress, like a
No,
Lisa
I
Simpson
think
dress.
those antennae make this a.
Whoa!
Oh, that bee
I do.
came
I
down
do
too
like the
fast.
splatter effect when you touch an enemy. Also, look at all these ghosts that are now beating you.
Yeah, I mean, there's constant pressure to do better than your last run. Once you played the game the first time, the ghosts, it takes your best time. So the ghosts continue even between runs. And of course, you also want to collect coins. So there's an added level of challenge. Watch out for the bees. The ghost
Well,
is...
no ghost has
my
gotten
God.
so far.
I thought the ghost was me. This is a good game. I like it. I recommend it. It's
Yeah.
It would be better with a real gamepad.
That's the thing. It seems like even though there are only
only three
different buttons left,
Yes.
right, and jump, I feel like some type of gamepad would be would help precision.
It requires constant vigilance to keep your jump button
Yes.
centered.
Also, do not touch the enemies. I do
that-
also like the death
Oh, no.
transition, the static screen.
Oh, no. Okay, next game, Yahtzee.
I played this game in middle school.
Yeah.
That guy was wearing a robe with dye on it.
So this is the iPad version of Yahtzee Adventures. It is not new, but I bought it the other day because it was on sale for 99 cents.
I want that kimono.
Really, with the dice on it?
Yeah, heck yeah. Yahtzee, it's what they play in Tron, right?
Do they play Yahtzee in Tron?
Or in the Facebook world.
Really?
You know, South Park?
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh
about.
my goodness, did you not see that
My
episode?
name is Will.
Okay.
I already had a
simple.
game saved, but I guess I didn't need to start this over. I'm skipping all the dialogue.
You don't really need to have story to Yahtzee. I just want to roll some die.
Well, the way they implement the story here is kind of cool. What they do is they actually, the different AIs that you compete against have different play styles. And of course, this works just like Yahtzee. So I'm going to go for a straight here. You hold off the things you want. I need a 3 basically now, which
Yes.
is a pretty tough roll.
Don't you want all sixes?
Well, I mean, in a perfect world, yes, you want all of one kind. I'm going to change my goal here. 2, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'm going to have to take 10s. That's bad. And I'm just going to keep rolling. I got another full house, but I can't use it because I've already used my full house.
Yeah, you want to complete the set.
This is the Yahtzee problem. Yeah, Yahtzee's, it's fine. If you like Yahtzee, you'll like this. If you don't like Yahtzee, you are not going to
This
like
music, kind of funky. Does not match the setting, the Japanese setting with the leaves.
this. It's, well, there's different guys, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a big straight. There we go. Yahtzee!
Boom, special effects.
Yahtzee. Appetites!
Things I do not have right now because I just had lunch.
Yeah, that we had a big lunch. This is a cooking app. It's kind of a neat presentation.
Well, this is very suggestive.
Well,
They're animated people and
they're selling themselves with their food.
Yeah, what are these? These are chefs?
So these are different chefs. There's a bunch of different food options here. I actually haven't downloaded any of this woman's food, so I'm going to go back to a different one. But there's a ton of recipes. They do this kind of seasonally. So when you buy the app for like $3, you get 26 or 27 recipes, and they're presented in a pretty good way.
One
people
for
who don't
every
know how to
letter of
cook.
the alphabet.
Really?
Oh,
I don't
26?
think that's true. What's X? Xylophone cakes? The way this works is
Apple hand pies.
basically there's a bunch of little videos. Each step is its own video. They give you the ingredients, of course. Go away, ingredients. Here's the step-by-step if you don't want to watch the videos.
Okay.
And you can fast forward each one. Each step shows you what to do. So if you don't know what folding butter into a cake is, or folding flour into a cake batter is, this will show you. It's really good in that regard.
Pretty good video.
It's pretty good quality video. There's a couple of problems. One is it takes a really long time to download the videos, as we are all aware. Like it was probably 10 minutes from the time I clicked the button to start loading this until it was finished. It's a little bit slow for people who already know how to cook. Like if you can read a recipe and you understand the basic cooking lingo, this is not an app for you.
Whose chef is the best? Which chef is the best?
I'm going to base it entirely on appearance and let you choose.
Okay.
Stuart O'Keefe.
Oh, so I abstain from voting.
Okay.
Also, I think it's
Appetites.
hilarious that they shoot videos of these chefs in a loop.
Gears.
Of war?
No, just Gears.
Huh. Action game.
What
No,
kind of-
puzzle game.
No, that's where you're wrong. It is a Labyrinth game.
What?
You have to drive your ball across these gears and collect the purple things. Oh my God, that's
don't
so
fall
hard.
off. Oh, this is actually
Jumpity
pretty
jump.
cool. So, not
that
tilt
you-
controls.
Well, there are tilt controls as an option.
Okay.
I like the D-pad, the
finger
using
swipe.
finger swipe controls better. It seems to be a little bit easier. And since we're doing apps of the week and tilting is bad.
Yep. Oh,
for
you wanna get into the
multitude of
funnel.
reasons. I went in the hole. I put my ball in the hole.
And you got a high score.
Obvious jokes. This is the iTunes Store app of the week.
Yeah.
Game of the week. It is not anything particularly special. I think like
It looks
Tilt to
very
Live-
well produced.
It's pretty. It looks nice. The music's good. I mean, it's a fine game.
I hope it gets harder.
Maybe, I don't know.
That pole is unnecessary.
Kind of not super into this whole kind of game. There are oh God.
You fell.
But there are checkpoints along the way, which lets me perfectly illustrate that. I mean, I'm sure that there's a market for this kind of game. This is not a kind of game that I'm super into.
Yeah, I can actually see myself getting a little dizzy by this, just because you're looking top down, but there's a depth.
Yeah,
that isn't really there.
there's a weird tilt, and you have to get perspective. I mean, like I said, if you played Labyrinth, which I think is my favorite maze game on the iPad.
Oh, Labyrinth is so much more complicated than this.
Well, the difficulty ramps up on this a little bit
as
you get
in
further in.
for child.
How many fantasies would you say there have been final ones of?
15?
Like with all the X2s and everything?
I actually do not know.
This is a classic Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy 3.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't have any
You don't
save
have any
games
saves.
because this is a 90s era RPG. And when I died last night, my save game went away with it because I hadn't saved yet. This is, if you played Final Fantasy 3, the Japanese version, that is what this is. It was never released in the U.S. until it came out on, I think there was like a PlayStation version years ago.
Right, this is 3D.
It's not 3D.
Well, polygons.
Yeah, this is the DS. This is the iPad port of the DS remake of Final Fantasy 3, which was originally only released in the US. This is not SNES Final Fantasy 3 if you played on the SNES.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
The real Final Fantasy
This is
3.
the real Final Fantasy 3. And it is a turn-based Japanese RPG. It has all of the same problems that the original Final Fantasy 3 had in that you play through the whole game, you get to the final boss, and then there's no place to save for 4 hours of play or something like that.
Yep.
However,
You've complained about this many times.
I do. I love this game, but I hate the mechanic. The thing that is nice about this is because it's iPad, you save state and all that, and you can just walk away at any time. And it adds the quick save feature that came in with the DS version as well. So you can basically it's like a one-slot save that the moment you load it up, the save goes away. So you can't use it to cheese bosses or whatever and try the same boss over and over again.
RPGs work really well on the iPad.
Yeah, I mean, there's no twitch action to this. You just tap the characters to attack.
Yep.
Inventory stuff works pretty well. Some of the inventory and the menu screens are very clearly.
Hey, Will,
Yes.
you've obtained 30 gil.
Nice. I think that's final money. So the one thing I would say, some of these menus, it's a pretty straight port of the DS game. The resolution's increased, but some of the menus and stuff are very clearly D-pad menus. So you tap, the cursor moves. There's no reason to have a cursor here. That makes no sense. And so it's not redesigned in that sense. But if you like Final Fantasy games, you're gonna like this. It's expensive. It was $16. So that was the Final Fantasy of our segment, wasn't it?
I'm gonna go play some Final Fantasy on the iPad 3. Not released in the US, not the SNES version, but the port of the DS Lite version. I've had too much coffee. See you guys later.